Hello, my beautiful humans. How are you all doing? Wonderful? Fantastic? Sublime? That's what we like to hear. I'm still deeply disappointed this spaceship is clearly on a planet with its weird green screen. I should get a more Star Trek-y spaceship at some point, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Not that I'm a beggar, but you know, I'm a slime. Slimes can't be choosers. Slimes just do what they're told. Brr. Do what you're told, little slime. Do what you're told, or we'll go do something terrible to you. Bah. Bah. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh dear. What's happened there? Come back. Oh. That was emotional. I should probably make that so it can't move. Don't move again, you. How are you all doing? I've already asked. Okay, cool. So today, Star Trek. Yes. The Captain's Log. Where was I? Why was I late? Oh my word, you were late, Dungeon Slime. Well, why was I late? The reason I was late is because I was asleep. I finished doing my pretend job for pretend people, and I went to sleep because I didn't want to be awake. But now I'm awake again. And here I am. Turn off the grids. None of this really matters. Ooh. Well, I was just wanting to check that all the little icons are here, even if they're a bit weird. Okay. Small time. Small time. Small time. Small time. Okay. We don't have weather controller because, of course, we're in space. Space doesn't need weather. And drive. Oh, I've already opened drive through RPG, which then means we need to open. See, I was gonna do some prep, and it was gonna be great, but as noted, I was asleep, so I didn't do any prep because I'm the worst slime in the world. Absolutely terrible. Captain's log. Not Captain's log supplemental. Captain's log. There we go. Change that to one screen per page. There we go. Anything else we need? So. We've got Tabitha O'Reilly, human, captain of the Endeavor, upbringing, diplomatic. A lot of this stuff I don't think is used in here. She's very good at command. Pretty good at con. Middling at security. Not great at engineering. And then pretty bad at science and medicine. Definitely not her fortes. Any interesting notes? Was required to take command. Of one of her early ships when they were attacked by Klingons. Managed to get the job done. She called out a superior of a ship who's trying to cover up a secret research project. The captain was moved on, and the incident was hushed up. Okay, cool. Every time you come back into one of these, it's like a journey of rediscovery, isn't it? Journal, Captain's Log. So this is a prep for the last adventure, of the last session. So we rolled up some tables. We had deep space exploration, discovering a planet made of a strange substance, incident rescue, theme nest, complication, unexpected attack, and then there's this other thing, which is uninhabited planet used as a port for smugglers who do not take interlopers lightly. And originally I had an away team investigating strange materials on an abandoned world in a star system. Are under attack by unidentified assailants and they're requesting support. Whereas I don't think this is right. So, yeah. Captain's Log. Long range scans have detected a planet made by that appears to be some strange material. According to Commander, it'd be far too stereotypical to have a not human, Vulcan science officer. But let's have a look. Can we just roll one of these? That's a nice ship. Creating character. I'm sure there's a species table in here for I didn't see these before. What's this? Focuses. 6 disciplines. I don't know what these are for. What are these for? When fully created, your character will have 6 focuses. Do I have 6 focuses? Focuses? Focuses. Focuses? 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 Ah yes, focuses. There we go. We have 6. Yes, 6 focuses. We're good. Everything's fine. I just don't remember seeing that table. Right. Species. Original series era. Roll a d20. Meow. 20. The Zaranite. I don't know what one of those are. Well, I don't know what it is. I've got no idea what that is. A Zaranite. New window. Star Trek. Zaranite. Zaranites are a species of mammalian humanoids native to the planet Zaran, the second planet in the Boudica system. Members of a race to approximately 1.8 meters tall, they were distinguished by their flying robes and environmental masks which covered their eyes, nose, and nostrils. Zaranites had evolved breathing toxic volcanic gases. This is from a memory beta, by the way, just in case you're here and you're wondering. One of the reasons for the environmental mask was because it was believed an oxygen-hydrogen atmosphere was poisonous to their kind. They had developed a heightened sensitivity to light. Most people believe they're fluorine breathers, requiring them to wear gas masks and protective suits in Earth-like environments. In fact, they mainly breathe oxygen, but inhale fluorine-rich microorganisms, which they need, as other humans need base minerals in their diets. Zaranites have 2 hearts. To accommodate species' environmental requirements, a standardized converter module has been developed by Starfleet Corps of Engineering that had converted atmosphere of the crew quarters to meet their needs. That's pretty dangerous, isn't it? Imagine you can't just you visit your neighbour and they've got a deadly environment that immediately suffocates you. That'd be an event. History. 2274, Zaranite served as a bridge officer aboard the Enterprise. In the comic, we are dying, Egypt. Dying. As a Federation member, Zaranites had a delegation. Okay. Cool, Zaranite. That's a thing. We got a fancy suit. Right, Norber the Zaranite. There we go. Norber the Zaranite. According to Commander Norber, there's the writing box gone. There. According to Commander Norber, is that right? Double ER? Or is it one ER? Double O, single R. Norber. Yeah. Zaranite. What's tickable? No, it's not. Zaranite. What would they get as bonuses? Control, fitness, reason. Zaranites are hardy and immune to toxic gases and complications due to bright lighting. And can survive the extreme conditions of a vacuum of space, so long as their respirator tanks last. In general, Zaranites are pleasant if somewhat reserved. In addition to their service in Starfleet, Zaranites also serve in positions within the scientific community and diplomatic corps. Well, there you go, perfect. Never heard of them. Zaranite. I don't know, you need that O. Zaranite. Oh, yeah. According to Zaranite. Zaranite. They are very eager to get down there and perform some scans. Scans as it will further our scientific mission. Now, so rescue nest complications, uninhabited planet. And these two, of course, can. don't match up with each other. But complication and unexpected attack. So, is it? There are some. I was going to print these out. Did I print them out? I didn't print them out. I was going to print out its probability matrices. Share Adobe. Adobe share. Have I already got one for Adobe? No. Camo game, camo, Chrome. Can I change that to be Adobe? I can. Yeah. And let's change that a little bit. Change that a little bit. There we go. So this is the a bunch of useful information that I should probably print out. Current page. Print. CBS Studios. For grand mismanagers. Listen to that printer go. The other thing that we should probably get a printout of is... Oh, what's that? Oh, right, okay. StarTrekOnline.com. I will admit, I have started playing that a bit again. But it is sad. It's a very sad thing. It is so old, right? So very old. There's an online game, and you're just like, oh, this really just needs to be... This needs just a new engine. You need to put a new engine on top of this, and it will be fine. And you probably just need a subscription fee, as opposed to the horrible system that it's got at the moment. But hey ho, it is what it is. You think it'd be good if I used one of the if we used blank forms. If we go to here and double clicky, like so. Look at that. That's also not really very useful because you need two different things there, right? So we would go opening log. A long range. Get to see again. Scans are detected. Let's do this inside of whatchamacallit. We just need to worry about these 15 boxes. Is what we're really interested in. And so I guess we could do them like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Let's do it the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Oh, look at that for some beautiful... You can't see it. Can't see it, can you? Donk. Little boxes. So each one of these is one of those little chevrons on the mission tracker. Mission tracker. So I have give him permission to beam down to a scientific party. Right. Theme nest. So scene 1. The big question, which I feel is where it's a bit sloppy, Giuseppe, is this is where you just need to be good, and I'm rubbish. So we're going to navigate 5 scenes to get us through the first act. Really, I wouldn't have 5, 5, and 5. I would probably have, like, 3. I'd probably have like 2, 10 and 3, or 2, 9, 3 and 1, or something. But anyway, scene Act 1. Act 1. Let's just go to its structure for a scene, so we can really feel it, right? Narrate to a task. Roll the dice. Determine the impact. Narrate the outcome. So my main question, I suppose, is the unexpected attack against the away party? Well, this is not an away team, is it? It is a landing party, I think it was. Anyway, ground team. Isn't ground? No, that's ground force. Right. So I'm going to say 50-50 is the attack against the ship, or is it against the ground? Well, that's what our number's supposed to be. 1. Against the ship. Okay, yeah. So, whilst the USS Endeavor is in orbit around the planet, doing a series of sensor checks and sweeps and planetary whatchamacallits to get a full survey of the planet. A unidentified vessel appears. Hold on, I need to be over here. A second. Just yeah. An unidentified vessel appears, and have I still got this window open somewhere? Shrink? Yeah. Shrink. Okay. Scene 1. So, the ship appears, and the communication operator turns to reports, Captain, unidentified ship, unidentified ship coming towards us from the other side of the planet, or from the moon, from the third moon in the system, and hail them. Sir, they're not responding to our hails. And with that, she, And the question is the ship a match for a Constitution class starship? We'll say that it's somewhat improbable. Right? So 1 to 7, yes. 8 to 20, no. It's not a match for the Constitution class, but they may not know that. And so the ship, the ship opens fire with its lasers, right? Scene 1. Identified ship attacks the Endeavor with its laser cannons. The shots reflect harmlessly off of the Endeavor's hull plating. Well, it appears they're not very friendly. Indeed, Captain. Damage? No damage. Their laser cannons are unable to penetrate our hull armor. Interesting. Attempt to hail the ship again. Ray shields, just in case. The Endeavor raises her shields and attempts to hail the unidentified ship again. I think that the ship does the ship respond to a hail? I think it's 50-50. 16, no. So the ship doesn't respond to the hail and starts heading back towards the unidentified moon, to the moon. What else did you manage to detect about that ship? It has a fusion engine. Oh, of course, yeah. The ship appears to have a fusion engine, limited FTL capability, and it probably had approximately 100 life forms on it. Okay, let's see what kind of life forms we detected. There's a little page in here for us to take a look. Habitat, downtime on a ship, alien name generators, resources required, times, name generator, no forms. I've already got forms. I don't need forms. Thank you very much, world. We're good for forms. Designing a civilization. We don't need to do that. We don't want to do strange new worlds. We've got spaceborne entity creation. Beasts? No. Xenos. Purge the Xenos. Don't purge the Xenos. They could be friendly. Here we go. D20. I could load a lot of these tables in. Ammonia-based life forms. Detected. Approximately 100 ammonia-based life forms on the ship. Well, this is unexpected. It says we appear to have encountered ourselves some kind of new species. Is the ship? Do we recognise the ship design in any of our data banks? No, Captain. It's definitely a new. It's definitely the ship is not logged anywhere. Though the ship seemed somewhat ramshackle and built out of a hodgepodge of different parts. Interesting. Should I probably? Yeah, I mean, I don't think any of this is rocket science. Was there anything else particularly interesting about the ship? And I think we'll give the Endeavor will roll. How do we roll? Any way to just roll? No? Perform a task. Ah, I understand. Communications command. Well, I suppose that's probably, although it should probably have been con. So this is for the scan, right? Actually, if it was con, it would have failed, wouldn't it? I think this is how this works. Perform a task. 2 successes. So that would give it a point of momentum. Would it? That's a 14 and a 1. Target 10. Ah, does the 1 count as 2 successes? I don't think it does in what should we call it? I don't think you get a momentum point for any one. I don't think the roll of 1 counts for anything extra. So we'll ignore the 2 successes thing. But yeah, so yeah, we successfully scan it, and I'd say we're able to track it back to wherever it's going. So scene 2, we follow. I suppose that this successful roll is the successful conclusion of that scene. We follow the. Here's a question: do we follow? I don't need more away teams floating around space. Let's just follow it with the Endeavor. We follow the ship at a distance back to believe is its home port. A large installation built into the moon. So it's this large moon. It's got like this huge set of doors. Clearly, the moon has a rather low gravity, and there's no atmosphere, so the ship flies kind of straight in. No, we've also still got the away team on the planet, and we're sure something's got to happen down there. A large installation built into the moon. Anything in here about large space installations? No? Okay. Momentum threat spends. I'm going to sneeze. I sneezed. Cosmic Imp. Is that what a Q would be? Maybe. Ships in distress, temporal anomalies, sonic gravity, trade, danger, advance. Oh, right, because I spend momentum. I don't have any momentum. Okay, let's scroll. Right, let's go back up to... So, narrate up to a task. So we're going to attempt to hail the... We're going to attempt to hail the installation. Do they answer? I still think it is 50-50. They don't like, as we well know, this group of individuals do not like interlopers, but if they do respond, they're not going to be very happy about it. 10. Yes, they do respond. The channel opens and the alien, I mean, what would ammonia based, the alien seems to be suspended in some kind of fluid bath. Makes it difficult to do much, but I suppose, in fact, no, it's probably, there's like a thick glaze to everything. Let's have a roll from Tabitha to see if she realizes what it is. So we'll say science, not her strong point, and insight, definitely not her strong point. This is not her strong say. However, do any of her focuses come in? Composure, team dynamics, persuasion, diplomacy, leading by example, Starfleet protocols. Although I would suppose that never judge a book by its cover comes in, or always expect the unexpected. So this creature appears, and for a moment the universal translator can't figure out what it's saying, but then it does pick it up. And the alien appears to be quite upset about the presence. Unidentified ship. You are unwelcome in in this location. We do not wish to have any communications. You are interrupting our smooth operation. Whoever you are, leave immediately. We have no interest in your goings on. ... Unless, of course, you're here to purchase something. No, we won't go that far. So first of all, let's see if she knows, because I mean her science officer is away as well. So there is a complication. Okay, cool. So she doesn't know what it is. We will also use probably presence and command for the next roll, but there's a complication. So we come down here and we go complications. Complications? No. I believe it builds up threat, right? For a complete failure. Where are the complications? Oh, it'll tell me on this little chart that I printed out. Momentum spends, threat spends 268. 268, 269. Roll a d20. 20. Roll twice and gain both complications. Okay. 20. Roll 13. Infiltrator. Okay. 15. Overworked crew. They haven't done any work anymore yet. Okay, we've currently got... How does this work? Okay, scene 2. The alien base in the side of the moon appears unhappy to see us. We collect infiltrator and overworked crew. And I suppose that this probably reflects the split attention of the crew on both the strange little aliens and the operation on the planet. This, I have a suspicion, is someone secretly boarded the ship when the other ship attacked us, right? So we had a little pod attached on the outside of the ship. How do we get rid of complications? I presume we just attached. We have to... Oh, fiddlesticks. X. Paste. So she will attempt to diplomacy this. So what do we do when we've got... I think we get plus focuses. What happens when we have a focus? I don't know. Is there a button? Perform task. Using focus. Yes. Roll. 12 and an 18. Success. So through our conversation with the alien, it becomes clear to us that the aliens here, that the creatures here are probably doing something ill-advised. It becomes clear while talking to the aliens that they are likely not up to any good. Let's roll the ships. Let's roll to see if let's roll the ships sensors and science, right? And what advantages does this ship have? Advanced research facilities, deluxe galley, improved damage control, and rugged design. I don't think any of those help for this. So we're not using a focus. Oh, I should remember determinations and values as well. Roll dice. 9 and 19. That's a success, right? One success. Okay. Our sensor lady, man, our communications officer, Alex Frost, says that they are picking up subspace subspace communications from another planet. We're picking up subspace communications from a nearby star system, but are similar to the communication protocols being used by the base. Also, because this is a science detection, right? Fiddlesticks. This is a science detection. So actually, that's a different role. So if we do communications and con is this one. This is what we've actually discovered is. So that shows us that there's another planet. Our sensors are detecting a number of smaller vessels ferrying, moving to and from the strange planet below. Ferrying to and from a strange planet and the moon base. Okay, so let's run this task for the communications. No successes. So this is a failure. Let's open. Just have a check on the task resolutions. Task resolution. Reporting for duty. Homework, rules of play. Just double check. About probability is threat. When you attempt an action, sometimes things go wrong. Perhaps the odds are against you. Perhaps their attempting simply proved more difficult than you anticipated. Threat is generated when one of your threat is generated when one of your 20s rolls a 20. So we just don't succeed at this roll. Earlier we yeah, that one we failed. Alright, if you use this one, the next action attempt, so we have generated threat. It has been consumed. When do we generate? You oh right, okay, you only get 1 point for momentum. If you already possess momentum, say from a previous roll, you cannot possess more. Alright, so you can only have 1 point of momentum. That's useful to know. You always begin a new mission without momentum. When do you gain momentum? Momentum represents the inertia created by exceptional successes yielded by your rolls, granting additional momentum. So that's, yeah, this is when you get two successes on your momentum rolls. Cool. We do not have any momentum. We are momentumless. Complications. When you gain a threat, you have the option to deal with repercussions now or later. If you deal with them right away... So, I feel that the crew busy is a representation that something has happened on the planet, right? So, we don't know... We haven't detected this. Right? No, we haven't detected this. So, do we have a... Have we got a strike through? No? This? No, it's a horizontal rule. There we go. They didn't successfully get that. Bad times. Sucks to be them. But yeah, the scene 3, attack on the planet. So there's a garbled message from the planet surface, as the landing, as the ground, as we await as the ground part. So terminology. There's our little table. Just want to make sure we're down a little bit. Landing or boarding party? Yeah, landing party. Landing party. Report that they are under attack by something. So now the question is, okay, so on that one we can, this is one of those interesting things where you're like, okay, where are we? We're up here. Which really, I'd want to be able to use, well, I guess, kind of want to be able to use our attributes and their departments. But failing that, which of these do we think are good? I presume weapons. Weapons and security, right? To see if they are able to hold their own. 13 and 16. So no, whatever it is, they've been captured or something. So someone in a gold shirt has been killed. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn the ship around and head back to the planet. Yeah, find out what's going on. The message goes, the line goes dead, and we are unable to raise the crew. So, right, so I feel, right, this scene 2, successful. I feel that this scene, not successful. So I kind of feel that the line goes dead, and we fly back to the planet to rescue our crew members. Scene 4. We scan the surface of the planet. Surface of the planet where the incident likely occurred. Well, because they're only on foot, right? We beamed them down. We didn't get a shuttlecraft down. Where the incident likely occurred. To try and locate our missing crew. Now, I think we need to do some presence and commanding No, probably maybe some daring and some commanding to G up the crew, right? Get them in the mood. Composure, team dynamics. So we're using a focus. No, I don't think we're using a value. So roll dice. 3 successes. Well, there you go. Double success. But that gives us a point of momentum. So the crew, I feel that removes the overworked category. So the crew is all super focused. Provide Tabitha provides an astounding speech on the bridge of the Endeavor about never leaving people behind and being the best crew in the fleet. Motivating everyone on board to really give it their all. Now I think that will that should probably so what could we do with the momentum again? Reroll, add an advantage or new story element. You may choose to add an exciting variable to your adventure by making up an advantage, consulting the advantage matrix, or roll. So yeah, I think this is an added advantage, right? So added advantage, crew, highly motivated rescue of their colleagues. Now we're going to do a scan of the planet. Sensors con. Sensors science. And we're going to say using determination of value. I think so. To represent that little advantage we've got. 3 successes. Oh. Okay. Don't know how that happened. I presume that's for determination or value. Okay, so we're able to identify where our crew members are. We identify the location of our crew members, but they appear to be inside the planet. We are unable to beam down, and we'll have to take a shuttlecraft. We'll have to take a shuttlecraft. Very well. So it says Tabitha. And I mean, she's got high daring, right? Daring of 11. However, and not terrible security. Not a huge amount of fitness, but So she is going to lead the lead the action on the planet, right? She's going to go down and yeah, she's going to head down to the planet so that we can scene 5. Tabitha and a large security contingent along with Dr. Morlock head down to the planet in a shuttlecraft. So I feel suppose Control Con leading by example are all up here, so we're using a focus. 1 success. Well, she manages to she lands the ship within close walking distance of the ship. Ship lands on a strange world. They're suited in environment suits to protect themselves from the planet's weird environment. Things on the surface of the world do not appear to be like anything they have seen before. It's almost like the world is made from solid fluids that pulsate in the blackness of the planet. Constantly twisting into impossible shapes. Think again. We're going to need a bit of the old control and command. Well, she's going to control and maybe daring and science. Just see if we could get a lock on the location. Well, I thought because we got such a good success before, we almost certainly do have. We were able to find our way towards the where the signal is, but we can't see any entrance into the planet. So I'm going to go. Does what attacked the away team? What attack the initial landing team attack the captain's landing team? And thereby revealing the entrance into the ground. We'll go. This is a 50-50. 8. Yes. As the landing party scans using their tricorders to detect a entrance into where the party, where the science landing party was. Something strange and a bit like twisted nightmare wasps start to crawl out of strange hexagonal holes that are appearing in the ground. Tabitha notes that she doesn't like the look of this, and her security team seems to agree. Now, what we're going to do, what we're going to try to do is we're going to try and dash past the one of the beasties into the underground honeycomb network thing that it's just popped it, but one of them has come out of and is now looking threateningly at them. So can we do that in one fell swoop? And I in fact think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this values, directives, taking actions, diplomacy? Combat. Personal conflict. At times you may come under attack. Attacks come in various variety: people, animals, ships, spatial anomalies, robots, etc. Therefore you have been given training to keep yourself safe from harm. Fight scenes of Star Trek are rarely prolonged bouts that monopolize most of an episode. Combat is swift, decisive, and potent. Okay, yeah. So this makes sense, right? Create a hit tracker. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think we're going to have 2. Start by choose a character, right? Perform a task. So one of the security personnel are going to zap it. So they are going to go weapon, security, perform task. Roll. Okay, good. So, success. We apply 1 hit to the opposition, and we do not take a hit. Neither of the tracks are full, so she is going to have a pew 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 at one of them, at one of the wasps that's in the way of the thing. We're going to use daring and security, I think. As she rashly attacks them. In fact, she's coordinating with the team, right? So she's giving them combat tactical advice in order to maintain their high cohesion, so that none of them get stabbed. And we get a success. So that's 2 successes for phaser fire. We managed to navigate our way into one of these strange hexagonal shapes and descend into the caverns beneath the. We managed to descend into the caverns beneath the surface of the planet. Right, so that feels like a success, and that feels like a success. Right? Not fiddlesticks. X gonna give it to you. X. Planet. And this is the end of Act 1. End of Act 1. Yeah, okay. Okie dokie, top bananas, pew pew, pew 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 was had. So, what we need to do is go, anyway, Captain's log. Supplemental. We encountered a peculiar alien species attacked the Endeavor using laser weaponry on a primitive on a clearly early generation warp capable ship, but having had an extended conversation with them, I was convinced that they were in fact criminals of some sort, stealing materials, shuttling material from this strange world we have been studying. However, our landing team was attacked. In fact, we have had to head down to the planet to see if we can rescue them. I only hope in doing so we encountered some strange native life that came out of the planet. We have found we managed to survive the encounter and make our way into the planet itself. I only hope that we are not too late. Maybe that's why Kirk sounded like he did, because he was always kind of like typing out his logs whilst he was speaking. Scene 6. In the belly of a beast. Now, And I think I'm going to save that one there before we dive into the planet. For a few reasons. Mainly, I think we can wrap up the entire... Oh no, let's go for it. Go on. Let's... what happens... was wrapping up the act, right? So, combat, extended conflicts. I actually think extended conflicts are the biggest problem in Star Trek Adventures. Because I remember reading through one of the adventures, and you're just like, "Jeez, it's so boring. I don't want to. I've got a job that I pretend to do. I don't need all this in my game. Stop it." I just want to make sure that we've wrapped up this act properly. Why go solo? Alright, this is modes of play, we're not interested in that. Using your ship. Rules of play. Playing captain's log. Launching a mission with 3 act structure. New act questions, there we go. As you progress, ask questions to generate the context of the drama. Ask questions both at the beginning of each act and whenever the location changes. Ah, I should have been doing that then. Okay. Using the various probabilities, it's good to... okay. Scenes. So my scenes are pretty ropey, but I think my scenes are always kind of ropey. It's one of the reasons why we do this, so we can make our scenes slowly better over time. Pre-gaming adversaries, the journey, continue, how do I open captain's log, the creative process, how do I play a scene, narrate a challenge, narrate to a challenge, roll 2d20, determine impact, narrate an outcome, narrate to a challenge, fine, failing forward, determine the impact, narrate the outcome. Yes, this is fine. Right, Act 2. As with standard act structure, Act 2 should elevate the stakes of the story and heighten the dramatic tension. However, in this case, things were already inconvenient at best and potentially cataclysmic at worst at the end of Act 1, which means the situation becomes even dire. The damaged ship has limited time to effect repairs. The alien ambassador is so offended that they've made overtures to a power hostile to the Federation. The penal colony is in the path of an impending supernova, and the staff has left the away team and other inmates. Flashbacks, approach, yeah. Using advantages and complications to enhance the scene. Scene transitions, cutaway scenes. Yeah, cool. So I think scene is fine. I want to know how we wrap up the act. How to end a session. And slowly, we can end whenever. Captain's reflections. Closing advice. Probably. Oh, well, whatever. In the belly of a beast. So, questions. Are there more strange and unusual monsters throughout this underground complex? Now, I think the answer to this is probable. 12. So yes. There are many strange and unusual creatures moving back and forth through the dark warrens. They do not seem to notice our light sources Are most of the creatures actively hostile? We'll say this is 50-50. No. So, the majority of these creatures appear to simply be going about their own business. Or for one. For whatever business. Strange, indescribable, many-mouthed monstrosities you may have. There is no natural light. Is there strange radiation? I think this is probable. 12, so that's a yes. There's a table of... The reason I did that is because I know there's a table of radiation, and I wanted to roll up a table of radiation. Abandoned places, deep space, different realities, uninhabited planets, generating random momentum spends, no. Generating threat spends, no. Generating conflicts, no. I want radiation. Where's the radiation table? Come to me, radiation. Come to Butthead. Come to Slime Body. Morphology? No. 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 I was talking about this the other day. I'm always kind of deeply disappointed as to the distinct lack of Star Trek computer games. There haven't been any good ones for ages. Types of religion, groupings of politics, types of societies. What do they have to offer? Locations, aliens, cataclysmic, contaminated. Ooh, what's this table? Locations, habitats, military, religious, ships and stations. Additional, the gym, family events, mining hazards, resources, random radiation. Here it is. We won't accept one of the boring ones. 5. Oh yes, this is an amazing one. Maybe not the best one, but it's pretty good. Yeah. No, that was boring. We don't want that one. Let's try again. That would be more interesting at some other point. No, that's boring. 14. That sounds like it might be getting interesting. Plasma radiation. No, that's not. Temporal radiation. I want... Let's just go to metaphasic radiation. Our tricorders are detecting some kind of metaphasic radiation emanating from all around. Hopefully our environment suits will protect us from any ill effect. Name generators, time intervals. Okay. Where are you injured? What's the type of injury? Okay, so we're going to attempt to navigate these tunnels. I think in order to navigate the tunnels, we're going to require probably... She's going to navigate them via, you know, her daring. So she's going for it, right? She's Tabitha is a woman of immediate action and following. Over. Then is that insight? No. Following her intuition. Now I think con is probably the best attribute. Is it? Let's take a quick look. The bonuses is lots of this becomes way quicker and way easier as you get used to the various combinations. Standard operating procedures for Prime Directive. Eras of play. Where has it gone? Deep space exploration. That's what we're doing. Here we go. Attributes. Daring. Okay. They had combinations, yes? Somewhere. And what we're really thinking about are the disciplines. So, command. So, high command and high daring is probably bold, and their adventures exciting. They do not necessarily plan things. And cool, yeah, right, fine. So, command. What's the other one she's got? Higher presence. Of a high command and high presence is likely to be an inspiring figure. We are very Kirk, aren't we? Con is about the spacecraft, practicalities of living and working in space. In its most basic form, characters use con to plot course. So that's not what we're looking for. Engineering is not what we're looking for. Security is about safety, protection, and survival. But it is most importantly about violence. There you go. Watching for it, understanding it. So, security, high daring. I don't think that's what we're looking for. Science? Science at the heart, application of knowledge. Science covers a broad range of fields. Maths, complexity, softer subjects such as anthropology and sociology. No, nobody is an expert in all scientific fields. Interesting. Security focuses: combat, demolitions, navigations, forensics, interrogation, intimidation, law enforcement. If we look at this, patrol, phases, pickpocketing, planetary surveys. That feels like security. It does feel like it's probably the one. Con, astrogation, astrophysics, atmospheric flight, climbing. That's interesting. Communication systems, efficient evasion. Survival is on con as well. As is tracking. So it's like, yeah, okay. So we're going to go daring and con. That sealed it. Roll. Double success. So that gives us momentum. And we find... Tabitha quickly leads party towards where she believes the most likely the most likely route that the landing party is. That doesn't make any sense as words, but you know, I'm not ChatGPT. They can see, surprisingly, they can see their team members, their crewmates, across a large chasm. stuck to the walls, and surrounded by strange lava and wasp-like monstrosities. And covered in a strange jelly. The party must figure out. Let's find a way of rescuing their colleagues. Without them being eaten alive by whatever those things are. Because no one wants to be eaten alive by a jelly monster. I mean, an evil wasp monster. Okay, so, scene 7. Let's go back up here. I think this is a success. How are we going to... So we don't have a science person. Our science person is captured. The doctor collects some samples and analyzes. Okay, well, we should ask a question first. Is there any of this substance nearby? Roll. I think it's 50-50. Yes. So the doctor collects samples and analyzes them with their tricorder. At the same time, are there other life forms attached to the wall? I think this is likely. Yes, all these ones that I'd much rather be getting when I was yes, many strange and unusual things are attached to the wall and in a similar state. Some appear to be dried out husks. A need for speed is felt. Cool. So, yes, does the doctor's scans yield any interesting information? I think this is highly probable. Yes. The goo has strange and unusual. My favourite word of today. That's because we're on a strange planet, made out of strange materials. The goo has strange and unusual signatures that could yield exciting scientific medical properties if only they had time to properly research them. This is probably why the strange alien, why the alien base on the moon is here. Maybe they're shipping this stuff elsewhere. Do you think it has a use as a drug? Do you think it has a use as a narcotic, given what we know of their anatomy? Most likely. Most likely. Yes, that could be a rather simple, a rather primitive implementation. So right, scene 7. How are we going to clear the way? We need to capture one of these wasps alive and see if we can find some kind of weakness. Hope preferably without needing to exterminate them all, as that seems in poor taste. So there we go. I think that we are going to end in scene 7. And that'll wrap up our evening. I got, and I didn't mention this earlier because I've not got my overhead set up, so I'll probably talk about it on Wednesday when we start playing Caldwell Castle. I need to make a little banner for that. But I've got the Shackleton Expanse campaign guide now, so that'll be exciting. But anyway, thank you for joining, or not, as the case may be. I am still liking this system, just getting my head around it, and I look forward to you little humans also having a good time. So, thank you very much, everybody. I will see you again in the future. Farewell. Farewell. Farewell.